My brother blew through his inheritance years ago, so now he wants half of mine or else he'll take me to court, saying the legal fees will drain me dry. When my brother was 16 and I was 4, our grandmother set aside a share portfolio for both of us. When he turned 19, he gained control of his shares and blew through most of them on a new Honda. Meanwhile, I watched mine grow over the years, with my dad's advice to let it sit until I was older. Fast forward to now, my brother's new girlfriend, who worked as a legal secretary, sent me a formal letter claiming my grandmother intended for us to share everything equally. They demanded half of my portfolio, threatening that legal fees would drain me dry if I refused. The thing is, the shares are entirely in my name, the trading accounts, bank accounts, everything. My dad transferred them to me 6 years ago, following my grandmother's instructions. My brother's part was given directly to him, and he spent it. I felt cornered, so I got my own lawyer. It turns out my grandmother left her shares to my dad in her will with clear instructions. My brother got his $15,000 portion when he was 19, and the rest would go to me once I was old enough to manage them responsibly. There was no trust, just her trust in my dad to do the right thing, and he did. My dad even added some of his own shares to mine to give me an extra boost. Here's where it gets messy. My brother only found out about my portfolio because my dad used me as an example when my brother asked him for more money last year. His girlfriend, deep in debt, saw an opportunity and tried to scam me. Turns out she wasn't even a lawyer, just a legal secretary. The firm she worked for fired her immediately after discovering she'd faked parts of the legal letter she sent me. A week later, my brother showed up at my door begging for money. He told me his girlfriend was drowning in debt and they were desperate. I felt bad, but I said no. The next morning, I found all my car tires slashed. That guilt disappeared real fast. This whole mess made me realize something important. I've been lucky to have my dad's guidance, but I don't actually understand how to manage these shares myself. I've been coasting on his advice without fully understanding what I'm doing, so I've booked an appointment with a financial advisor to make sure I'm managing my portfolio wisely.